All right, press that little button there if needed, and then grab a candle. This is Unwind Plus. We are going to start with a little flame meditation. So if you have a candle, awesome. If not, no worries. We can just do a little visualization here, and it's just as great. So I'm going to light my candle here, and let's go ahead and find a comfortable seat. I'm going to sit up nice and tall. Ooh, that's so bright there in the camera. I like it. I'll just take a few moments here, closing the eyes and coming into our yoga space. This space dedicated to ourselves, our well-being, our self-care, our self-love. So soak that all in here, even if it may feel a little uncomfortable. We'll take a few breaths, noticing the breath. And then we'll go ahead. If you do have that candle, we'll open the eyes and bring our gaze to the flame. And this could work for a fireplace or pellet stove as well. If you do not have a flame or candle, close your eyes and imagine it, think about it, the elements of it, how it looks, that bright color, the color of it, but also the heat you may feel. And just paying attention to that, coming back to it. And as we gaze at the flame here, watching it dance around and flicker, maybe shift colors. You might smell the candle, maybe a sweet smell, or just that burning smell. And just keeping our gaze focused here, or our mind's eye, bringing our attention back to that flame. Keeping the gaze soft. In your presence right here, right now, with the flicker of the flame. When our mind wanders, bring our attention back to the flame, the elements, the colors, the smell. And we'll take another few breaths wherever you are, eyes closed or eyes on the flame. And if our eyes are open, we'll go ahead and softly close. Maybe still seeing that movement of the flame or the color. And then thinking about a positive time where we were maybe sitting around the campfire or sitting in front of a stove or a cozy, just fireplace somewhere. Bringing that memory in here. Cozy, warm. You might be experiencing it now in front of a stove. We're not quite out of the woods as far as our fires this year. We're still having them. All right, we'll go ahead and bring the palms together in front of the heart or place the hands over the heart. Take a breath in and a breath out. And we'll go ahead and release, open the eyes, release the hands. All right, let's come out of our seat. Feel free to blow out that candle or keep it going. And we'll come to our hands and knees, get some movement. Hands and knees, we'll start to wiggle out the hips a little, maybe straighten out the legs one at a time. And then maybe some cat and cows, front to back, just starting to move around here. And then with the breath, moving through our cat and cow as you inhale, lift the heart. As you exhale, round the back. And then just back and forth there, flexion, extension. And then after your next exhale here, we'll find a neutral spine. Keep the hips and legs as they are. We'll start to walk the hands forward into puppy. So feel free to lower down to those forearms, elbows. We may take the forehead down towards the floor, or maybe we stack the hands and place the forehead on top of the hands. Or we might extend those arms, reaching forehead down, maybe even chin. Pretty deep stretch. Stretching our chest, heart space. The shoulders. And the lower back will sag a little bit here, but do hug in the belly just slightly so the core is a bit engaged. Notice how that changes the stretch. You may feel a little more supported with that engagement. We'll just take another few breaths. And on your next inhale, walk those hands in. Come back to our tabletop position. We'll thread the needle. So when you're ready, left hand to the center, right arm comes underneath. Lower down to the right shoulder. The right side of the head comes down, and then we walk the left hand forward. Settle in there. Feel free to reach the sit bones back towards the heels, and that'll take you into a deeper stretch, but more of a child's pose twist. Or keep the hips lifted and settle in. Creating space around that right shoulder. Opening the inside of the right shoulder blade. And then on your next breath, start to walk the top hand in, move nice and slow, gentle as we take it up. Back to tabletop. And then let's take it to the other side. Right hand to the center, left arm comes under, lower down. Adjust as needed. Maybe reach sit bones back towards the heels for that twisted child's pose, or keep the hips lifted. Connect with the breath. Find some stillness. Let's take one more breath. Feel free to start to move. We'll make our way out after that next breath and then press on up. Nice and easy. Let's take it to our belly for Sphinx. So come on down to the forearms, bring the palms down, and then a little lift of the heart here, shoulder blades down the back. If this is uncomfortable for the belly, you could come back up to tabletop position and hold your cow, heart lifted, sit bones lifted. If you're here on your belly, you could take it a little further into seal, bringing the hands wide, maybe even as wide as the mat, and then straightening those arms. Same idea, lifting the heart, shoulder blades down the back, pressing into the top of the pelvis, the tops of the feet as we lift. Just another few breaths or so. Come out anytime. Opening the front body. And release. Come on down. Feel free to pause here in crocodile, forehead to the back of the hands, the neck neutral. And just resting the front of the body, grounding down into the mat, the floor, the earth. Maybe rock the head side to side, massaging forehead. Great way to release tension. And then taking those hands underneath the shoulders, we'll press up and back. Last stretch before we make our way to our back. We're going to come into child's pose. So reach those sit bones back, lengthen the arms forward, take the forehead to the floor, or again, the back of the hands, or maybe a block. A pillow or cushion underneath the chest is really nice. You can take the knees extra wide. Taking a few breaths more here in our child's pose, but as you do so, breathing into the back of the body. So noticing the breath in the back of the body. You might even emphasize the movement, expanding the back as you inhale, releasing as you exhale. A couple more breaths here. And then gently pressing up, we'll make our way to our back next. So flip around or scoot, whatever you need to get onto your back. Make sure you have whatever you need within reach for our yoga nidra, which will be coming up next. So you could cover the body with a blanket, cover the eyes with something, eye pillow or towel. And then just take the time here, settling in on the back. We might hug the knees into the chest, rock a little, getting the lower back down onto the floor. Move around as needed. I'll give us just about another minute here to get settled. And then we will begin Yoga Nidra, which is like a guided meditation, but we do go a little deeper than that, just as far as relaxation in the body and mind. It's that state right before sleep. And then if this position lying in the back is not comfortable, you could always take it to your side or come back up to that seated position that we began with. So go ahead, just take another moment to move around and then find your stillness. Close the eyes, extend the arms and the legs. Round through the back of the body. And we will begin our Yoga Nidra, which will just take us through our breath, awareness of the body, Come back to our visualization. All the while being still here and quiet. So we'll begin to bring our attention to our breath. Breathing in through the nose and exhale out of the mouth. As we do so, slowing down the breath as well as deepening the breath. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out of the mouth. Couple more breaths here on your own with your own breath pace. Noticing the body as we breathe. The whole body lying on the floor, as if you almost see it in your mind's eye, lying there on your mat or in bed, wherever you are, seeing that room that you are in your mind's eye. Seeing the things hanging on the walls, the trinkets that surround. And then come back to that breath. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out of the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out of the mouth. We're going to bring our awareness to our body, moving around the body. As we do so, bring your attention to these certain areas, as well as repeating to yourself within your mind or whispering to yourself. Bringing our attention to our right shoulder, right arm, right elbow, right forearm, right wrist, right hand, right palm, right thumb, pointer finger, middle finger, ring finger, pinky finger, all 5 fingers on the right. Coming back to our right shoulder, right armpit, right side, right hip, buttock, thigh, knee, calf, right heel, right foot, right big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe, all 5 toes on the right. Bringing our attention to our left shoulder, left arm, left elbow, forearm, left wrist, left hand, palm, left thumb, pointer finger, middle finger, ring finger, pinky finger, all 5 fingers on the left. Left shoulder, left armpit, left side, left hip, buttock, thigh, knee, calf, left heel, left foot, big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe, all 5 toes on the left. Feeling our whole body here. Feeling the back of the head, the back of the shoulders, the back of the arms, the entire back, buttocks, back of legs, heels, the front of the body, tops of feet, shins, tops of thigh, top of the pelvis, belly, chest, throat, face, right cheek, left cheek, right ear, left ear, forehead, nose, lips, our entire front of the body. Come back to the breath. And we're going to come back to our flame, our fire, in our mind's eye, seeing that flame. Maybe we come back to that memory, sitting around the fire, cozy in front of the fire, seeing that flame within your mind's eye, flickering, dancing, moving around, shifting colors. You may smell the burning, the smoke, the sweetness, the candle, the aroma. Watching the flame dance a little longer here in our mind's eye, coming back to that flame, the elements of that flame. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out of the mouth. Your yoga nidra is complete. I'll leave you here, my friends. Please stay here just a little longer. When you're ready, bringing movement by wiggling fingers and toes gently, rotating wrists and ankles gently, and getting up nice and slow. I thank you for joining. Have a wonderful evening. Namaste.